Hi everyone, my name is Micrographics and I'm an application engineer for Micrographics. Today we're going to discuss one of the issues that comes up with AutoCAD and how we can actually correct it. Sometimes this issue happens when there's perhaps a Windows update or AutoCAD update, but one of the most current issues that occur, it's the tool palette that's missing. Now, one of the reasons why this can occur, it is the most common one is, let's say you're working on multiple screens and now you're only going to switch over and work on one screen and the tool palette UCS or coordinate has been changed and now you can't find it. So it might be that you're working on two screens and it's opening you at the corner or it's not visible at all. So because it's not visible, I'm going to show you guys just quite a few different settings that we can just verify just to make sure that it is still on, and how you can reset that XY values of the specific tool palette. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to open any normal template. Now there's two ways you can do this. You can go to your Manage tab, Customization panel, and open your user interface, or you can simply type in CUI. That will open up your Customize User Interface tab. Now once this is open, one of the important things that we need to do is just activate the workspace that we currently in. I'm just in the normal 2D workspace, so I'll just click on the drafting and annotation on the left workspace, and then I'll move to the right. Now this is where you can set quite a few different settings and standards and make a few modifications as needed or required. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the Palettes tab and just click on the plus icon right next to it, and we're going to go over and look at the tool palette. Now the first thing we need to verify is that the appearance that it shows, that means it's visible and you'll be able to open it up. You can choose if you want it to be floating. If we look at the drop down, do you want it to open on the left, right, or just a floating tab? So I'm leaving it as floating. After a while, you can choose if you want to allow the docking. The docking, you can also just drag your tool palette to the left or to the right. If it doesn't dock, you'll know that you can find the setting right here. Now, one of the very important things is we need to ensure that the height and width, it stays on 0 and 0. When that is done and verified, you can simply close your AutoCAD. Now once AutoCAD is closed, we'll have to go and look manually at that specific part and specific settings. Now this is how you can edit the AWS coordinate system for the tool palette. So you'll go to your local drive where Autodesk is saved. You'll go to users, you'll go to the specific user, like I said, I'm Giron Besainat, and then we're going to look at the app data. Now when we have the app data open, we're going to go to roaming. After the roaming has been selected, this is an Autodesk product. We're going to go to the version of AutoCAD, and then we're just going to open the next few folders. Then we're opening support. So like you can see, this is quite in detail, quite a few folders that you need to open. but you can always re-watch this just to find the location for all these folder structures. Now from here, we're going to go to Profiles, Unnamed Profile, and there we can see is the profile. Now this is usually a different file type, so you can right click on it and just say open with and select the notepad. Now the notepad opens and there's quite a lot of text in here, and you might not understand what all this text means. But the text that we're going to look for, it's the float info left. And that is usually here at the top. You'll see it's usually in this line. Now there is the allowed docking, the float info left and top. Now this is the modifications that we'll need to make. Now the first modification we need to make is we need to ensure the float left, that value, we're going to change that to 100. The top, 150. The width needs to be 175. And then the height is 750. Now this you can also find on the Autodesk website, and this is just a way that you can manually reset the AWS tool palette location or the coordinates so that it opens up. Once those changes have been made, you'll go to File and save it. So just to recap, you'll usually find it in your first line, and that will be the allow docking, floating, left and top modifications that you need to make. When you're done, you can just go File and say Save, and then we can close that folders and reopen AutoCAD. Now once we've opened AutoCAD, we can just open a random template, and you'll see that it has reset a little bit. So I'm just going to close that, and then you can open your tool palette. So if you go to View, you'll find your tool palette, and when you open it up, you'll notice that it is visible again, and now you'll be able to utilize the different tool palettes within AutoCAD, and you'll be able to bring in the required tools as needed. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe for more content.